Hello, and welcome to the Ethanol Producer Magazine podcast. I'm your host, Anna Simet. We are here live at the International Fuel Ethanol Workshop in St. Louis on the trade show floor. I'm here with Leticia Goncalves of IFF. Leticia, hello, and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It's really my pleasure to be here today. And one of the reasons I'm excited about being here is because not only I came to the U.S., through St. Louis, so I've been, raising my family and working in St. Louis as my first job when I moved from Brazil directly to the U.S. But I am, in fact, working over 30 years in agriculture, food field, starting my career with Monsanto, that became Bayer, and then ADM, and now IFF. So it's kind of a full circle for me to be here in the fuel ethanol event and talk about how we get more out of the corn bushel and how we create more gallons, to make sure that we can drive, significant economies of scale and productivity and obviously better, carbon use also in agriculture. So really exciting.
I love that. I love that coincidence. Okay, so Leticia, when you think about the future of biofuels, where do you see the biggest opportunities for innovation? And then how are IFF's global R&D investments translating those opportunities into real-world impact for ethanol producers?
There is not one single path anymore. So innovation is becoming not only what you do in the lab of bringing great enzymes and yeasts into biofuels, but it's how we make that innovation to work in real plants. It's how we really customize that innovation to the processes, to the conditions, and really pushing yield, lowering carbon intensity, and really customize to the real conditions of the plant. And that's what IFF is about. IFF is about bringing the best science, bring the best products, but clearly bring the bio-innovations with the customers at the customer-centric and plant-centric approach to make sure that we can solve the specific problems of the customers and the plants they're trying to optimize. And really driving across all pieces of it, increasing yield, increasing fermentation yield, getting more into high temperatures, higher solids, and reducing energy use, all of that becoming very critical for the farmers and for the bioethanol producers.
Great answer. Okay, so my next question is, ethanol plants are more complex and more differentiated than ever. How is IFF evolving its approach to deliver solutions that are truly tailored to each producer?
It's a combination of bringing the right science and products with the right expertise about the processes and the plants with our customers to troubleshoot together and also use data analytics and AI to make sure that we can interpolate all of that into a full system approach. So basically it's bringing product, services, relationship, and deep knowledge at the plant level to make sure that we can put all of that as part of our answer for the future. So we're really excited as we are very, very close to our customers as partners in this process.
I've definitely seen that, yeah. Okay, so beyond products, IFF is often described as a technical partner. What does that partnership look like in practice for customers navigating today's operational and sustainability challenges?
It's partnership beyond the high-level conversation. So our partnership takes into consideration how our customers are solving their problems, how they are trying to anticipate, the future problems and solutions, and really go into the ideation and the trial of our products from the beginning to really go into a self-discovery in that process to make sure that we can put our work, and stay at that work at the plant level, with the technical people, like technical to technical, for us to troubleshoot problems as we go and for us to anticipate the next questions that we want to ask. It's kind of really, that deep understanding of our customer, processes and plants, and really working hand in hand, like we always say, we put ourselves at work with our customers. It's not just in the meetings or in the labs or in the plants, like it's in the full end-to-end approach that makes us special and makes us bring differentiated solutions that you can't find if you're not really close to the entire process.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, so as the industry moves toward lower carbon fuels, how can IFF help ethanol producers achieve their low carbon goals and then support their long-term sustainability strategies?
It's not an or, it's an and. decarbonization and profitability move together. We don't see low carbon as a constraint. In fact, we see that as one of the critical enablers of the biofuels industry. And as we think about improvements that reduce carbon intensity, better fermentation efficiency, lower energy use, improve co-product recovery, all of that also strengthen margins. So as you can see, as we are trying to improve carbon efficiency, we are driving profitability at the same time. So it's the end. And our proprietary Celis AI platform, so we have an AI platform that really allow us to understand all those variables and the interdependencies for us to really help drive maximum productivity, profitability with the low carbon intensity associated with that.
Okay, well explained. So looking ahead, how will continued innovation in biotechnology across yeast, enzymes, and data help ethanol producers unlock new value from every kernel of corn?
So first, it's not just about a kernel of corn or bushels or gallons. It's about the combination on the bioinnovation across the value chain and also tied with how people can interpolate in those moments.
Right.
So it's about a total system value. I like saying it's the end-to-end productivity and profitability in a total system value, not just a single metric in the value chain. So a kernel of corn can be used to bring ethanol yield, and the value is broad and is expanding. And the bigger gains that we can get can come from yeast, enzymes, and the process design work that together at scale and innovation can maximize productivity. So that's how we get the best out of the corn kernel.
Okay, my last question. With AI and digital tools really gaining momentum across biofuels industry, I mean, it seems like everyone's talking about it here at the show. How do you see data and predictive technologies reshaping decision-making in ethanol plants? And where is IFF investing to lead that transformation?
It's going from being reactive to being proactive and embedding AI in everything we do. So at IFF, we have been putting AI at the center of our innovation from the lab, from the very beginning of discovery to the delivery, through our customers, to make sure that we use data, science, data analytic as insights into predictive models that can really help ourselves and our customers to make better decisions along the way. So instead of us saying what happened, is what may happen if we do, this different, scenarios, or if we change these different assumptions or variables into the process. So again, it's not talking about reactive or talking about the past, but it's talking about proactive, predictive, for us to kind of play with scenarios in a more proactive way. And that also helps us to reduce the time of what I call innovation to revenue, where we can start thinking from the lab to the pilot to the commercial facilities using AI and try to predict that model and shorten the cycle of innovation. So at IFF, AI is becoming one of our core fundamental pillars of our transformation, where we connect biology, chemistry, AI, and processing engineering as part of the critical sciences of the future. And all of that will have an interconnectivity through the AI solutions that we're bringing.
It's such a fascinating topic. Well, Leticia, do you have anything else that you want to add before we wrap things up?
I would like to say first, we are very committed to the bioethanol industry. That's one of the core growth platforms for IFF, Health and Biosciences. Mm-hmm. We are very committed to not only support the industry with the right policies and the right, evolution on how the world is going to adopt more, bioenergy, biofuels as part of the energy transition. We are very committed to bring innovation, technical expertise, relationship, and the convergence of biology, chemistry, technical deep knowledge in solving real problems at the plants of our customers, and not just, creating averages of solutions. Yeah. So really going deep to understand each needs, to solve for specific needs. And we are committed to really harness science to shape life and well-being and drive bioinnovation across the entire value chain, supporting the farmers, supporting the bioethanol industry, and making life better and the world better with more sustainable solutions.
Great answer. Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast and sharing your insight with us very much.
Thank you for the opportunity and wishing you well. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you.
To our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time.